today is Sunday, February 2nd, and you guys are actually gonna get this video on the day that this happens, okay? But y'all gonna get it later. So I am getting ready to go to a Pro Bowl game with my best friend Randy and one of his friends. I've never met him, so yeah, we're going to a Pro Bowl game, and I've never been. I always thought like Pro Bowl, Super Bowl, same thing. I don't know, I thought it was for like college football or something. I never knew, but I'm so excited to go to the games and enjoy it. So I actually just did my hair. This is a V-part wig, babes. What? Look, I have been trying to do this style with a V-part wig for so long, but it just would not work. I finally found a method to the madness, and it looks so good. Like, you cannot tell that this is a V-part wig anywhere, even if, you know, the wind blows too hard. So I'm super excited about that. I need to do my makeup. It is 1:23. I'm supposed to be out of here, I'll say by 2:30. They're on their way from Tampa to Orlando. I'm an hour and a half from there, so I'm going to try to get my makeup done in 30 minutes and leave within 45 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna take my dog out to the bathroom again one more time. I took her out like 2 hours ago. Not even an hour ago when I woke up. So now I'm going to I already took a shower. I just put back on my pajamas so I can record this vlog. And yeah, I just really need to get out the house, but I just want to make sure that she's good because I'm going to be going for like 5 hours or so. So yeah, she can definitely last that long. I'm actually not going to put her back in her kennel because we have displayed trust in this relationship, and she has been doing so well. So actually I'm not going to put her in there because what's the point? I'd rather her be out to freely use the bathroom, everything. So there will be breaks in this video. I will be listening to music, but I am going to do a Q&A. I actually had some questions that was asked. Hold on one second. I actually had some questions that was asked of me back in September of last year, and I recorded a video on my Sony ZF-1F or ZV-1F, but I don't like how sometimes the pictures can come out grainy whenever I'm recording those videos. So, and you may hear my dog barking, you may hear cars driving past. That's because I have my patio door open. I'm still here. I'm just in the bathroom. I have my patio door open, and my dog occasionally comes inside to check to see if I'm still here. Yes? I'm still here. She's so nosy. She like, girl, what are you doing? Why is the door closed? What's tea? What you got going on? Cause why can't I see you? She just walked through the whole house looking for me. Oh, there she go right there. Hold on. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. Oh, okay. I gotta leave the door open? All right. It's short. Well, let me go close this patio door because it's loud. Okay, we're back. Yeah, sister was like, girl, keep that door open, and I better be able to see you when I come inside this door. So since it's so strict around here, I just closed the patio door so y'all can hear me. And this is an enrichment toy that I actually have for her. It actually makes it easier for me to play tug of war with her because she can't just bite it. But I put treats in here, and like you just pop the lip out and you put the treats inside and pop it back. So this distracts her for maybe like 5 minutes because she's so quick with this. I'm trying to give her toys that make her brain work and like interact with her brain. That's really important to me, especially because I live in an apartment. I don't have a big yard. So it's like, I guess, keeping her mind going and keeping her preoccupied and busy so that way she can continue to use her brain because she's very smart. So I started with, before I brought the toy, I started with using, what that thing is, oh, like red Solo cups, and putting treats underneath the cup. And she'd have to figure out how to get the treat out the cup. That she does it pretty quick now. Like literally I put it on there, 2 seconds later the treat is gone. And like the crazy part about it is she'll like hit the cup fast and hard enough that it'll move, but it'll remain turned upside down. So I'm thinking it's still a treat under here, and I'm wondering why she's not playing with it anymore. Sister don't already got the treat. So yes, we're gonna try to get out of here. I hope it's like 12:30 now, but we're gonna try to get out of here by, excuse me, 1:30. We're gonna try to get out of here by 2:30. It starts at 3 o'clock, I believe. So that's why I'm pushing for 2:30. I don't be to anything on time. None of them to start today. But no, on a very serious note, I am actually going to try to get done earlier. I went to bed around 6 o'clock because I was doing homework. Homework is my main priority, and that's going to be the reason why y'all are able to get this video today and not any other day, because I'm trying to prioritize things that I enjoy, which is my YouTube channel. And there's nothing to just spend just a little bit of time doing homework a little earlier so that way I can enjoy my weekend. I have an exam, but it's due on the 5th, so I'm probably going to take it tomorrow. I might take my dog to doggy daycare tomorrow so she could get her nails cut, number A, and B. So again, her brain is going. We're not just sitting in the apartment all day together. Excuse me, because some days I've been needing a little break. So take her there. The only part I don't like about it is having to go pick her up, but a small cost to pay for her having fun. And I might just do half a day, because half a day is $20, and then plus her nails, so it's like $30. So it's not that bad at all. It's not a bad price. And they give a military discount, so it's even better. And I like it because it's like a drive-through one. And I wouldn't lie to you, TMI, but the other day I had some ice cream. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm starting to become lactose intolerant. That ice cream was tearing my fucking stomach up. I was in the drive-through trying to pick her up, because it is a drive-through. You can't, there's no bathroom for anybody to use. I'm pretty sure I could have asked to use the bathroom, but they were like closed, and they were, you know, just trying to get those last little dogs out, because they you know, they close late. So sometimes if I'm getting off work late, or I'm picking her up later, like I had some errands to run, which is perfectly fine. They have no problem with it. I'll usually let them know like the time I'm coming to come get her. But anyways, my stomach was beatboxing in that car, and I felt so bad because I towed that car up, and I was hoping they thought it was the dog that farted, but no, baby, it was me. It was me. I was 10, and I literally was like, it was so bad. You ever have to like shit so bad you start sweating? That was me. That was me. TMI, we sisters and brothers now, so y'all might as well get used to it, because this is how I talk on a regular basis. But yeah, it was so bad. I was sweating, and I had a 25-minute drive home, and at this time it was like 5:30, and that's like the peak of the traffic on that road. And I was like, Lord, I'm never getting home. I'm never making it. So I'm happy I made it. And this may be controversial, because I know other people, you know, still or don't do it. They have their own personal stuff. But maybe I can't afford luxury all the time, so I still get my eyebrows done at the nail salon. I do. It's just a little wax. I haven't had them messed up yet, so if that's my old safety that has never failed me, I ain't gonna switch up on it. I'm a creature of habit, so like if something in the past has worked for me and it still works for me, I'm not gonna switch it up until it's not working for me. So I will usually get my eyebrows, I know like some nail salons offer it, but I have gone out and gotten my eyebrows tinted by others, and it's just not the way that I can tint my eyebrows. So especially the way that I like it. Not a lot of people know how to, or they don't know how to, but they be trying to make it last, to ombre your eyebrows. So I prefer to, when I tint it, and I used to just men beard stuff, but I do notice that brands are starting to catch on, and women are enjoying tinting their eyebrows at home. Well, maybe they should. And it's turning white. Oh my God. I put moisturizer on earlier, so Let's hope it don't give a white cast to my makeup because I'm looking whiter and whiter and whiter. Lord. Lord, let that Jesus. Oh, let's hope it don't look like this. I put my makeup out. It probably just needs to dry. So this is the primer that I use. And you know what? I'm just yapping. And I really need to be getting ready. So actually, I will tell y'all how I found this shortened facial thing, like when I do my makeup. So I actually was in Alaska with my ex-boyfriend, and we had a date night. And the nail salon, I went to the nail salon at 4:30. Why I didn't get home till 7 o'clock? I got a pedicure and a gel polish change. I wear my regular nails. Why does a pedicure and a gel polish change take 2 hours and 30 minutes? Please enlighten me. And the day was at 8 o'clock. He was like, be ready at 7:30. I didn't get there until 7:12. So I'm like panicking because it was, you know, like a big date night. So I was like, I want a full face of makeup because I have some hyperpigmentation down here. When I do my concealer look, I don't put no foundation right there, baby. You gonna see, this is the real me. I'm not hiding it. But if I'm, you know, it's like a serious date night, like Valentine's Day, or like that, you know, that one date night that you have every, like occasionally, I like to feel like my prettiest self and just do a full face of makeup. Just show up as my complete self. Okay, my dog gonna be asleep. But anyways, oh, I thought I felt the booger. Yeah, so I had to find a way to abbreviate my makeup routine, and it was really difficult at first, actually, because I'm not sure about anybody else, but when you first start watching YouTube tutorials, they have this long, elaborate makeup routine, and it seems to take forever. And in the beginning, it genuinely does. It genuinely do take forever. I won't even lie to you. Oh, look a little cut off right there. Both of them. Okay, this is what they go get. This is what you go get. But yes, as I was saying, my makeup routine used to take forever, and I had to find a way to shorten it. And when I went there, like, I sort of started noticing ways in my makeup routine that I can speed up the entire process, because what I'm doing is taking too long. Because I literally had 30 minutes. He gave me like an extra 15 minutes to get ready, and time was dwindling. And I'm like, oh my God, like, that's on me. I probably should have took a shower before I went to the nail salon. That maybe would have helped the process a lot better. I could have just done my makeup, washed my face, and put my clothes on. But because I didn't do that, I sort of set myself up for failure. And that's something I'm working on. Is I can't be on time for nothing. But at least the least I could do is like help myself, help my future self as best as I can. If I know that I'm just gonna continue to get in my own way as far as being late to stuff, and it don't be on purpose, I promise. I just have poor like time perception. I don't want to say time management skills, because I believe I manage my time pretty well, but my time perception is poor. And it doesn't matter if I wake up early, super early, to complete the same task as I do waking up late. It never fails that I be late. So my time perception is what fails, if that makes sense. But let me get into these questions. So I will say that majority of these questions were when I was in a relationship. So I'm just gonna knock some of those questions out like right now. So one of the questions was like, do you love your current BF. I don't have a boyfriend, but yes, I love myself. And at the time I did love my boyfriend. I love really hard, so I will say that. And I think there was a question about my ex too, like 2 exes ago, but or 1 ex. I don't know, but it was a question about my ex. Basically, like, what did I learn and why didn't it work out? So I actually came to this revelation recently because I just a lot of times it's hard, it's difficult, it can be difficult to see the person for who they are, especially when you're hurt and you're angry. Like, a lot of times you lash out because it's like, no, they hurt me. And yes, in actuality, they did. But that is not like the root cause of the problem. Most times it's just the aftermath of the problem. That's not the reason why the problem started. It's, so one thing I learned about myself, and one thing that I feel like is very important to me in the future with dating, and I actually feel more prepared to start dating now. Like, I've started, since the breakup, I started actually putting myself back out there. At first I had hope that the relationship was gonna, work out and we're gonna come to understand each other as we usually do. But the problems just kept like coming back, and now that I realized the problem, now I'm like, wait a minute, it's somebody that's gonna get this really awakened version of me, and they're gonna be so happy that somebody let me go, because they're like, girl, where have you been my whole life? One thing I noticed is that in the past, because and it's not a problem of the exes, because I didn't grow up with a large family or closeness to cousins or siblings. Now I'm closer to my siblings, but I was a stepsister when I was growing up. So because I didn't have that growing up, I tend to date partners that have a big family and they're very loved. And I love it. I do not have no problem with that. Do not think I'm a family hater, okay? But because of this, and because the men that I date tend to have families that are like centered around them, like that are very loving, they tend to lack boundaries. And that is a big central problem in majority of my relationships. And I noticed that that is also an issue within myself. When I'm single, I don't really have boundaries with my friends. I won't lie to you. You want to hang out 1 o'clock in the morning? Let go. Fucking let's do it, bitch. Fucking let's do it. Or, you want to call me at 2 o'clock in the morning because you can't sleep? Let's go. In a relationship, that's not going to work. And I have like some guy friends too. And while having a friend of the opposite sex is not a problem, I feel like a lot of times men lack boundaries. Like they lack respect for boundaries. And I feel like because men are aware that other men lack respect for boundaries, they don't like their women having friends. And if you're a man watching this and you're probably gonna, feel the type of way you feel, please ask yourself what your problem is. Like, would you feel comfortable with your girl having a friend of the opposite sex? If your answer is no, it's probably because you know that men tend to lack respect for boundaries. And for my woman who may not understand, you go to the club, you tell a man, he approaches you and you tell him, no, I'm good. What does he do? Most of them will keep following you. They'll keep trying. They'll keep, even going to the gas station. They'll keep constantly like pushing at you, trying to get you to just give you their number or give you your number. Give them okay, you get what I'm saying. Give them your number or just entertain them. Even if it's not really serious, a lot of times they be wanting attention. And I'm not sure about any other women, but my experience with some men, especially because you see it so much in the news, is they'll follow you. There has been times where I've been underage and I've said, hey, I'm underage. They do not care. They will follow you around that store like it's no tomorrow. And to me, because men seem to lack boundaries and lack respect for boundaries and understanding, you see a lot of assaults happen. and men hurting women. So because of that, and because the men I date are men who have respect for boundaries, they don't all the time understand that other people don't respect boundaries, even if it is your own friend. It's a real easy like to see the problem in others until the problem's at your doorstep. You know what I mean? So I feel like one of the essential things, especially with friendships of opposite sex, because in that relationship he had a close friend of the opposite sex, was the lack of boundaries. Again, I like men with big families, and sometimes the men with the big families, I'm a loner. So usually I attract people who are loners that are to themselves, but still they are a very pivotal part of their family. They're very important to their family members. And because a lot of times as a loner myself, I don't have interactions too much with people. It's especially when I'm single, it's understandable why, I can lack that boundary. And I really like the pink blush, so that's why I'm putting a little bit more. It makes me look very awake and cute and girly. But because of that, a lot of times like the family members and friends can also like the boundaries. You know what I mean? Like one scenario, I'm not gonna tell you too much of my business. One scenario was he had a girlfriend, and to my point, I would have an issue if it was a boy too. It has nothing to do with the fact that she is a girl. If it was a man, I would also have a problem. A friend called him at 12:30 in the morning to help come jump the car. His car can't jump the car. So, and I'm like, at this time, we're watching TV. Like, this is our downtime in a relationship. And anybody else in a relationship that may be long distance or live with their partner, 12:30, lights off, we going to bed. So somebody calling you at 12:30 in the morning and saying, hey, I need your help with this. While I completely understand, like, sometimes people genuinely do need help. But if this is a consistent thing that this person is constantly calling you, you have insurance. You ain't got no mama, you ain't got no friends, you ain't got no supervisor. Like in this instance, she had a boyfriend, and she had other friends. So it wasn't like I was just leaving the girl out for cold, but I completely understand if, my person may be like your go-to person, because, that's happened in the past. Even with my ex, he was the go-to person in his family. Anybody was having problems, they would just call him. It didn't matter if we were in the middle of skydiving. They would call him and blow him up. And if he didn't pick up, they'd call me. So because of that, I guess it just created like an insecurity inside me that, my person is everyone's go-to person. And while I enjoy it because they're also my go-to person, and that's something that I greatly appreciate about them, I'm resourceful. I am a middle child. I grew up as a middle child, but on my father's side and on my mother's side, I'm the oldest. So I'm resourceful. I don't have anybody above me to help me. And where I live, I don't live close enough to family that if something happens to me, I can just call them and they'll come help me. I pay for insurance. Baby, that insurance is coming to help me, okay? If I'm paying all that money per month, per year for insurance, my insurance is going to come help me. Or AAA or roadside assistance. And sometimes it's just not feasible to wait for your family to come help you, especially if you live an hour and a half away. It would make a lot more sense to just call roadside assistance or AAA, because they usually have people riding around to help anyways. So that was my whole thing, was like, damn, she ain't got no supervisor, nobody. She couldn't call her boyfriend, nothing. And looking back, I can see how that is, kind of like, damn, the girl ain't got no family. But at the same time, because I surround myself with resourceful people, I tend to not really understand when others aren't resourceful or others don't use all of their things at their expense before reaching out to others, especially as someone who has friends in relationships. Even if it's this person of the same sex, like my homegirl, again, if we're used to talking at 2 a.m. because we can't sleep, and I know that she has her boyfriend over or something, and it's 2 a.m. Baby, we know what you're doing at 2. I'm not calling you. I am not calling you. You will be my absolute last call, and it has to be like a very serious situation. And while I know like my friends wouldn't be bothered by it, it's just the principle to me. It's just like, you know what, out of respect for your relationship, and understanding the fact that you have your partner over right now, I'm just gonna let you be. And it ain't even that serious. Like, I'll figure it out. And because my friends are also resourceful in that same way, they're sort of like, girl, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm not gonna bother you. I'm not gonna burdening other people. And while they're not a burden, and I wouldn't mind doing it, they just find a way to use things at their disposal, whether it be calling roadside assistance, because they know roadside assistance will get there a lot quicker than I would. I know, like the other day, my cousin, he was driving back home, and he wasn't too far away from me, and I definitely would have got up and went to go help him, but he went ahead and called roadside assistance. That's something that's a public good that you pay for in your taxes when you participate. So it's like, why not use something that I'm paying for? You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope y'all understand what I was saying with that one. But I feel like because of the lack of boundaries in the relationship, and it's not necessarily my fear of cheating, because again, cheating is just a lack of a boundary. That's it. It's just the lack of, and my makeup is going so quick. I wasn't expecting to go this quick, but it's 1:50. But yeah, it's cheating. It's just someone who's not respecting a boundary that's been put in place, a relationship boundary. So in my case, the friend had I guess crossed a couple relationship boundaries, and to me it was because my partner wasn't seeing that a boundary was being crossed, because it wasn't their boundary being crossed. It made it a little like we butted heads a lot because of that. But it's a lot easier when you put it in the way of like going to, why would you feel comfortable with your girlfriend having a guy friend? Why? No, probably not. Why? Because you're aware that men don't respect boundaries. And in my experience, I've experienced some women friends who don't respect boundaries. So if we understand each other from that point and be empathetic to each other, then it'll be better understanding. And plus, while you're in a relationship, and it has nothing to do with sex, while you're in a relationship, it's important that you set boundaries with your friends, and they understand that you won't be as available anymore, because I know that I'm usually more available when I'm single, which is understandable. So when I have a partner now that takes up all that time that I used to be available, or most of the time that I used to be available, and my friend no longer has access, it could be like a difficult adjustment period, because like, dang, I used to be able to call you about anything. We used to be able to go, like my ex, he used to go fishing late at night and be out all day, and not have to worry about anyone thinking anything. And while that's okay, you still have to be aware of the people that are affected by your decisions. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to be, what's the word? Resentful of your partner. But let's say it was your child. Like, your child wants to spend time with you, but your friend is calling you at this time, or you're spending this time with your friend. You're probably going to set boundaries in place with your friend, like, hey, I'm putting my child to sleep, I can't talk to you at 8 p.m. right now, I'll call you when I get done. You know what I mean? So it's just important that boundaries are respected in relationship. Having a partner that understands that boundaries are important, and it can and I feel like, to me, that is a root of insecurities, because I know that my personal self, I have boundaries. Not everybody has the same boundaries as me. And men that do respect boundaries can sometimes not understand why their partner may be having a difficult time with a friend that has shown that they don't respect your relationship or the boundaries of your relationship. And again, I'm gonna just put it in terms of a man. So as a man, if your girl, doesn't matter the sex, if your girl has a home girl And every time they go around this homegirl, they bring around a dude for your girl to talk to. Would you feel comfortable with them going out with that homegirl? Probably not. Probably not. Is it an insecurity? A little bit, because you chose your partner for a reason, and you should have enough faith in your partner that they're not going to make that decision. But however, in my life, I have experienced people that have a lack of respect for boundaries, which is, and a lot of times, especially in the beginning of a relationship, you're not sure that your partner will have a respect of boundaries until you find out. And a lot of times, people don't be having no respect for boundaries. So you find out, and sometimes you just be trying to avoid yourself getting hurt by trying to take control of the situation, which I think was one of my issues, is I guess trying to prevent myself from being hurt. I was just helicopter parenting. And one thing I will say is that you can't be there for everything. You can't. There's gonna be a time when you're not there. And then what? That's the importance of having trust and choosing the right partner for you, and knowing that you chose the right partner. So, and most times it doesn't start out with you not trusting your partner. It doesn't. It usually is like a compilation of things that come together and create now this lack of trust, especially if your partner may not have been truthful about something in the past, or learning things out about this friend. And I'll put it in another way. If in the past, with this friend, your partner, again, doesn't matter the sex. This friend has, let's say you guys are going through an argument, you guys are having some conflict. This friend's like, F that B, or F that nigga. We about to go get you another nigga. And again, invites your ex around. You're most likely going to be like, girl, what the fuck? I do not want you around that friend no more. You don't have any respect for my relationship, nor do you have any respect for my partner. You know what I mean? And it's like, while we have our own relationship, my partner is important to me, and people that care about me care about what's important to me. And if my partner is something that's important to me, you would care about my partner. Or not even necessarily my partner, my relationship. If you know that I'm dating for marriage and I'm dating for kids, why the hell would you should be encouraging me to, But a lot of times, friends are yes men, and they be on your side, and there's nothing wrong with that. My friendship is to you, not to that person. So if I hear, you're coming to me with your relationship issues, and the relationship don't seem like it's going too good, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna put you down with this homegirl who looking for the same thing, It might be a little quick rebound, you know what I mean? And a lot of times it's not good for the relationship, because it blocks people from naturally coming back together, because the illusion of options. So now, because you just added this additional party to the relationship, not only does this create a way for someone to expand on that lack of respect for boundaries, but it also creates a division between you and that partner. And if this friendship is important to you, having a little bit of respect for the partner is important. Now, if the partner is beating them up, being abusive, completely understand. But if the partner is plainly saying, hey, every time you go out with this friend, they're bringing around someone who you were interested in, or is interested in you, in the hopes that it rekindles something or it sparks something, then it's like, okay, now you have to have a little respect. But it's not the friend that has to put those boundaries in place. It is your partner, because your partner is the only one that owes you anything. So I guess just the lack of boundaries, that has been the central issue. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with friends. It has to also be with family too, because they're the go-to person. They seem to be very grounded, because I date grounded people, but they're grounded. They're very, centered. Their family wants that energy around them, and they enjoy it. That's something that I love about that person, and that's most likely what their family loves about them as well. That's why they're their go-to person. They may have, a little bit more stuff together compared to their family members. I know in the past, I've gone on vacation even, and they calling for money. Baby, we on vacation, we spending the money. So like, you know, sometimes because again, those boundaries aren't in place, they'll give the money. Now we can't enjoy the vacation anymore because we don't have any money because we just gave it to the family. And it's like, you know, we've been going on this vacation for weeks, months now, and you go call at the last minute and asking for money. Again, not resourceful. You're not using your resources. If you don't go to Afterpay, because why are you calling me for money for Fashion Nova? And why are you giving them the money? But yeah, that just was my whole spiel about that. Having a partner, and I know in the future it's super important to me, so I'm going to make sure I date and observe for that, and also work on my boundaries, because clearly that you know, people tend to be a reflection of you, especially in relationships. So if he's reflecting myself, then I see that I may lack some boundaries. And this is not just the only relationship that I have noticed the lack of boundaries. This is just the relationship that highlighted where it's coming from. Excuse me. So I'm actually gonna put some lashes on. I think I'm gonna line my waterline, but I definitely am gonna put some lashes on just to go with that girly pop look. But let me answer some of the other questions, because I can't believe I spent 30 minutes talking about that. Oh my God. Let's lock in, and it's 1:59. Okay, so a little bit about me. I'm 25. I'm about to be 26 on Cinco de Mayo. Super, super excited. My friend asked, am I nice? Girl, bye. Is it true that I have 2 left feet? Yes, when I'm dancing. I suck at it. I won't even lie to you. I suck. I can't. Can you dance? No. Would you leave your current boyfriend if a sugar daddy ever came in your life? I don't have a boyfriend. And no, I wouldn't leave for a sugar daddy because it's always a catch with them. But you know, while I'm saying it, anyone want to pay a bill, I won't mind. Second one is, what's the craziest thing you've done before, or would you rather not reveal it? I went skydiving. That to me is white people shit. I be doing white people shit. I will not lie to y'all. I be doing white people shit all the time. I don't care. Skydiving, parasailing, paragliding. I'll go cliff jumping. I will jump off the Grand Canyon. So yes, I be doing crazy stuff. Is Coco really my child? Yes, that's my baby. That's my child. As you see, we sleep together every night. How do I feel about global warming? Children are our future. And I want children, and I feel like my children should have somewhere safe to live, and somewhere that is habitable. And in the next 30 to 40, 50 years, I want them to live a long life, and I don't want them to I want to leave Earth better than we left it, or we got it. So that's super important to me, to take care of the environment, because Earth is a living thing. Everything is living. Everything is matter. Everything is living. And we should respect that. Have enough respect for that. Not everything has to be discovered. Not everything requires our curiosity. Some stuff is just better to just respect. And again, lack of boundaries. Lack of boundaries. Like, that seems to be the central thing. Baby, I'm out. But I have another one of these, but that's out too. And you know what? I ain't saying not one bit. So hurt. It's okay. I'm gonna have a car concert. I'm probably not gonna take y'all to the Pro Bowl with me, but I might insert some clips after this. This girl said, "You give head, touch your nose." We're grown, okay? Let's be for real. We're grown. Am I trustworthy? Yes. Integrity is very important to me. That's one of the core values of the military. But before then, integrity has been very important to me, and it's even important in relationships to me, because yes, to my face, you may be truthful and, you know, not a stealer, not a thief, but the minute I turn my back, you about to stab me in it. So being trustworthy is very important, and being upfront too. Like, to me, building trust isn't just I tell you the truth in the moment that you ask. Sometimes it's offering information even though your partner may not know to ask. Like, Oh, do you have anything to do today? Oh, yes, I have to go do this and this and this and this and this. You don't have to update them every time in the moment. Like, oh, I'm doing this. And then come to find out later you did X, Y, Z, B, X, T, A, B, W, Y. It'd be like that. Just be transparent. It'll help build trust in your relationships, to be honest. Truthfully. And I know especially in mine, it's not expected, but it is something that definitely contributes to the long-lasting trust of the entire relationship. Have I ever snitched before? Yes, and I will snitch again. I'm not sure if anybody else got siblings and was scared to get whoopings. But baby, you're not gonna tear my ass up if I ain't do it. Do I love Ethnicity for real? Girl, bye. If you could go back in time 5 years, what's one thing you bring back with you? Some money? How do I self-date? To be honest, I self-date by just doing shit. I just be doing shit. I want to like, oh my God, where's my eyelash glue? I take myself out to movie dates. Never been scared. I take myself out. Literally do anything I want. I've even gone to the club by myself. I did get roofied once. Story for another time. But yeah, I definitely will go out. Ain't never been scared. If I want to have a good time, I refuse to sit and wait on somebody else's timetable to go do something. If I want to go to a brunch and have a good time, baby, I'm going to go have a brunch and I'm going to sit in the corner and smile. The people probably be thinking I'm crazy because I'm sitting in the corner smiling while drinking my mimosa, but baby, I'm just having a good time watching y'all. Ain't no pressure, baby. Have fun. Because I know I will. Oh, man, I took it out already. Okay. What's your favorite thing to vlog so far? Tuck it. No, for real. What's my name? Anastasia. It's my YouTube name. Is my real name. Not the love part. That's just because I love. But no, my real name is really Anastasia. What's my favorite color? Pink. Pink. Do I love my boyfriend for real? I said it before. But yes, at the time when I was in a relationship, when I asked this question, yes, I did love my man. My man. Let that man down. What are things you feel you could do better and why? I said something like that. Time perception. Oh, sorry. Time perception. Another important thing to me was my relationships with my siblings and just being more like there a little bit more. That is super important to me, and things I can feel better is set more boundaries. Because I'm still learning boundaries, some of my boundaries tend to be ultimatums. And wow, I didn't know. You know, like, while I didn't know any better, like, I'm just now learning that these were ultimatums. I thought I was saying, I just knew I was Miss Boundary Setter. But in actuality, it was ultimatums. But to be honest, if in the past, if someone doesn't respect a relationship boundary and your partner isn't necessarily setting the boundary how you need it to be set, I think it should be a communication. Like, it should be a conversation of, hey, this is a boundary, you're not respecting it. This is how you can respect my boundary. It doesn't mean that you have to choose this or me, but you have to find a way to balance it. And if it continues to be an issue, I'm not going to make you choose in between me and this boundary, but I am prepared to leave. You know what I mean? So that's just enforcing my boundary. But yeah, that's important to me because I noticed that in some ways I can tend to self-sabotage, especially in relationships too. I tend to do that. And I used to beat myself up about my insecurities. And y'all, one thing I will say, they did not lie about your hips starting to come in at 25. Please, like, I'm telling y'all, if y'all are young and you're a young woman, please give your body some time. I thought like my hips would come in when I have a kid, and I used to have prominent hip dips. I still have hip dips, but I am starting to get hips. And I love it. Like, it gives grown women, like, I did not believe it when I was like 17, 18, because my body should be already showing it. I saw people with hips. Now I have hips, baby. Dang, what? What? Can't stop taking pictures. How do I reset after a stressful day? Let me go grab some lashes. I'll be back. We're about to go get dressed. Okay? Okay. Because it's like 2 something. It's almost time. Okay. How do I reset after a stressful day? And I got these from Sephora. They're real cute, real small, real simple. That's how I'm keeping it today. We're keeping it real simple, real simple. But how do I reset after a stressful day? For me, and this is what I usually leave my thing out. When I have a stressful day, usually I lay down with my dog. And she be added to my stress. I won't even lie to you. Sometimes she be needing so much attention that she actually adds to it. So it's important to me to like ground myself. A lot of times I just take a walk or I take a nap. That's really how I reset. One thing about me, I'm having a hard time. I'm gonna take a nap. I am going to bed. And a lot of times I just do nothing. And I'm not sure about anybody else, but my childhood, I grew up always doing shit. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. So because that requires a commitment from you, even as a child, it requires a commitment. Like, because we had to study by ourselves, study the Bible, study things that were coming up, like the Watchtower, and our Monday or Tuesday or Thursday meetings. We also had to study for that. So most of the days the week before, we were studying. Convention, also studying, preparing for that, taking notes, on top of doing homework, on top of doing chores. So I never really had a moment to sit and just exist. You know what I mean? So as an adult, I tend to overload my schedule. Again, not just sitting and existing, which now, because I'm getting older, is resulting in a lot of stress and anxiety, especially because of the military too. But I guess just learning to sit with myself and like give myself permission to do nothing. Because as a child, if I was doing nothing, it was sort of like, there's something I should be doing. And what am I not doing? Because I might get in trouble if I get caught enjoying my childhood. Because we for real used to get in trouble. Like, oh, why are you sitting on the couch doing nothing? It's something, your room clean, it's something you could do. Like, it's always like you had to find busy work. And even in the military, it's like you're there. I mean, you're there to learn and join the military. So it's like, hold on 1 second. Sorry, y'all. So it's like relaxing wasn't really a thing. You know what I mean? And even in my career field, because you're sitting there all day, it's sort of like, girl, what you doing? Why you not doing that? Especially as a young airman, it's sort of expected that you're up doing stuff to learn, because they want you to learn your job and your career field. So again, it's that also led to people pleasing within myself. I had a pencil out. I will say that. So I'm recovering and learning how not to people please, because it's so easy to just pretend, and I struggle at work sometimes just relaxing. Again, because it don't be stuff to do at work all the time. Work is never fully 8 hours of doing stuff. It don't matter if you work at Chipotle. There's sometimes where you get downtime and it's not straight. You just straight working all the time. You know what I mean? There are some jobs that you actually working, but a lot of jobs, there are some days that there's not necessarily anything to do. So I guess just existing, allowing myself to exist and do nothing, and giving myself permission. Yes, I may have to cook dinner. Yes, I may have to do homework. Do I have to beat myself up about that right now? Hell no. And I ain't about to. So that's how I reset after a long day. I don't smoke or nothing, so can't really do that. What's something else? Sometimes I take a long bath. I take long baths. I've been taking long baths since I was a teenager. And the crazy part about it is my parents was like, yeah, when you start paying your own bills, you're not gonna do that. Baby, I do. And do. And does. And never give a fuck. now that it's my money coming out of these bills, it's not that serious. Like, I'm gonna take a long bath, and just let the hot water run on me. Another thing that I do to help reset myself, and I prioritize this, is on Sundays is my boundary days. So again, you know, I be struggling with boundaries. I be struggling with the boundaries. And I love that they put left or right on it. So it's important to me that Sundays, I don't pick up the phone for nobody. Like, I just rest. Or if it's Saturday, then usually Saturdays is my available for people day. Like, this is the one day that you can reach out to me for anything. And then Sundays is like, literally don't contact me. I'm sleeping all day. I'm not doing nothing. I might do some homework if I feel like it, but most likely I'm not. You know what I mean? So literally it's like, girl, leave me alone. Oh, I definitely should have put on my eyeliner first. But oh well. But yeah, my Sundays are like, don't contact me days. I won't pick up the phone. I've gotten a lot better. I started picking up the phone, but before it just was like, baby, don't call me. It's my right side, yeah. So yeah, that's my biggest thing, is like, I take that space and that time to myself to just reset, get my energy for the following week, because I be so depleted of energy. And again, recovering people pleaser. So because sometimes I tend to drain myself on reading others' energy to, I guess, like, prepare myself for the worst. And in the past, I've had like reactive parents. So a lot of times I'm more on edge and more observing people's energy, just to avoid being caught off surprise, because I used to get caught off surprise, you know, with that. So, and then I've grown up, my parents may not realize how reactive they used to be, but it's caused me to sort of be hyper vigilant and constantly attempting to read the energy of others. And a lot of times I read it wrong. Like, I be wrong. I'm like, girl, I was just coming to check on you. I don't care, because I'll be on my phone too. And it'd be like, oh, you were? Oh, my bad. So yeah, it just caused me to be hyper vigilant. I hate the feeling, because it feels like you're on edge all the damn time. And you can never really relax down. Can never really relax. It creates unnecessary fears, like fears of rejection, fears of losing, like lack of stability. You know what I mean? Because I used to be in fear, like, oh, I'm gonna lose my job. I was there for 2 years and they still weren't gonna let me go. They were like, are you sure? And I was like, oh yeah, y'all didn't have a problem with me scrolling on TikTok? Nope. It was just me projecting and me being hyper vigilant, trying to overread situations and overly prepare, and there was no point. So I'm still learning. And I used to be jealous of people that didn't have to be like that. Like my coworkers, I'll go visit them at their desk or something, they stay on their phone. Or their boss come talk to them, they still on their phone. I'm like, damn, I used to put my shit down, pretend like I was clicking on the mouse. I've had some micromanagers like that though, that's been like that. So that's also contributed to like my hypervigilance, because those managers, they just used to do too much. And then once I realized, like, not everybody's like that, not everybody does that. Some people actually prefer to be by themselves and only step in if they actually need to. As long as you come in and do your job, they leave you the hell alone. And I wasn't used to that, especially early on in my working experience, because when you work at places like call centers and stuff like that, because they're metrics based and their metrics is what gives them their money, what gives them people who are potential stockholders, they tend to prioritize numbers. Less time in after call waiting, or less bathroom time, and they tend to have like not so morally sound policies, like you can only use your bathroom on your breaks. Baby, if I gotta use the bathroom, I gotta use the bathroom. And you're not gonna tell me I can't use the bathroom. And my break should be a break, not go use the bathroom on your break. Stop doing that. Let me see what's on this. It's 219. Lord, Lord, I can't be on top of none. No, but I said 230, right? Yeah, I said 230. I don't do it good. I don't do it good. 230. I'm about to jam on my music. I hope y'all enjoyed me yapping away on this, because I definitely been yapping for a minute. So I'm about to put on my lashes and get dressed because my hair is done, my makeup is done.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear.
Oh, y'all saw Beyonce drop them the tour. I'ma be there. Only them. I actually had to go to the tailor to get this tailored. I actually learned I have a short torso. I suspected it, but I never knew. I actually thought I had a longer one. So the fact that I have a short torso was like kind of a shock to me. Now I will say it does bother me that the bra shows on the side, but I don't have a half bra, and to be honest, a half bra would show. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. They already know what time it is. I'm a woman. But this is the fit. It was a little baggy back here, and I saw it look like wow, the building, but it looks. Very cute, Steve, very demure. Let me see if I want to put another button. I might not. Yeah, I'm like a button. I like a little teat to show, just a little teat, just a little hint, you know, so you know I got a little titties. I actually have like Cause my thing be heavy. So I'm gonna use that for my titties up so my titties don't look like they sit on my stomach, so they can stay like right here. So I'm gonna do that. But before I do that, I'm gonna put some lotion and some oil and some deodorant. I get musty. I don't know about anybody else, but lately I've been getting musty a lot quicker than I used to, which is so strange. I be putting on deodorant just like that. Okay, it's 2:32.
Stealing a barrel from the Bears. Victor the Viking from Minnesota. Blitz from the Seattle Seahawks. And Rampage from the Rams.
Cynthia, you got one you like? Shot somebody.
I mean, look, Staley kissed me earlier, and I can be bought with a kiss. So it works.
Well, I ride or die with Steely McBeam over on the Pittsburgh
We know.
Steelers. Go ahead, Cynthia. Introduce. Look at it, looks like a young Jimmy Garoppolo.
A young Jimmy Garoppolo.
Love team.
Listen, we got Blue here with the hit. Miles! He's from the Broncos. You're Steely McBeam. It's your guy. Steely McBeam. And last but not least, the hometown hero, Jackson DeVille.
The legend.
The legend. The legend. Okay, you guys, are you ready? On my
Get
count.
the position. Get 3, 2, 1, go!
She's taking off like that. That is an
Jackson
egg.
DeVille's got ankles down. Oh, just like the real thing, the NFC champion.
Hey, there we go.
Backflip. Boom.
You should get an extra point for that.
Miles. Stop by. First and goal, AFC at the 1. I don't know if there's a play in this game Devontae Turpin has not made. He just saved a touchdown. He's done it all on both sides of the ball. He does it in glasses. Congratulations to the NFC, your 2025 Pro Bowl Games champions.
I just wanted to close out my video. So I just made it home. It is about 10:15. It was a really good day. Afterwards, we went to Stubborn Mule, Thornton Park. That's exactly where it's at. So we went to the Stubborn Mule. I had a Tuscan shrimp Caesar salad. Love a good Caesar salad. It was awesome. I didn't finish all of it. And we also had pork belly bites, which was really nice. I had a good time at the game. I actually enjoyed it. Russell Wilson was the quarterback of the AFC, and Baker's Mayfield, I don't know, whatever his name is. He was the quarterback of the NFC. Some of them was cute, okay? it was T. I was like, oh my God, who is that? Oh my God, who is that? Like every time. Of course, NFC won. I think it was their third time in a row winning. I put up 4 fingers. The third time in a row winning. It was a really good game. So many interceptions, so many passbacks and stuff like that. So it was a really good game. I had a good time, and it was fun watching the other little activities that they do to keep the crowd engaged. I'm about to take my dog on a walk, take this makeup off, take a shower, and edit this vlog and get it to y'all. So y'all is really gonna get this like in the same day that it happened. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot for me. So I'm really working on being more consistent and pushing out more content at I guess more consistent basis. But thank y'all so much for tuning into this vlog. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Interact with this video. If you made it to this point, put your favorite team, and if you're a team AFC or NFC, in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching it and going along with my day and listening to me yap and having this talk with me today. I appreciate you so much. I will see y'all on the next vlog. Cheers.